So hip hop has had an age issue for a while, and I didn't even know if I was gonna do this video, but I felt like this was a perfect time to talk about it. There's two major issues or reasons why that there is an age issue. And we're gonna talk about both of them. The first one is the people who are supposed to be OGs or supposed to get older refusing to grow up. And ladies and gentlemen, this is gonna be a comical video, but it's also gonna be an educational video because we're gonna talk about why I think this happens. We got Benzino, the human thumb, the walking pulled muscle. He just dropped a song that's making the culture cringe in unison, and it's supposed to be a YN anthem. By the way, I hate the term YN. I feel like it's another government psyop. But let's get into this and let's really talk about it.
Mike the Rock Man.
No
I'm not even just here. Like I said, we gonna get real with this for a second.
Mike the Rock Man.
No weapon
Eminem did this
formed
wrong,
against
bro.
me should prosper. Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Benzino YNs. First of all, I would just like if we retired this term just forever. I feel like this is another way that people who have nothing to do with blackness can get away by saying niggas. I really do. And I just feel like I hate the term in general. But for the sake of this video, we're going to talk about it. And we're going to talk about it a lot. We might run it through one time and then probably not.
Rich shit, fucking with my blood, about to rip shit, crip shit. I'm a 60 niggas on my nip shit. Honey bun, drop 100 band on my wrist shit. 100 drunk, stand to win the stick, roll the clip shit.
This, oh my God, bro. Now, I said it's going to be comical, so I got to get in. I just got to talk about it. Why does nigga look like a pit bull puppy? Nigga, this nigga built like a... God dang, this nigga look like an anabolic thumb, bro. Like, holy... They say them be making your head big. Nah, yeah, bro, you... Nigga built like a dum-dum. And I don't mean like a stupid person. I mean the candy, nigga, like a... Oh my God. This is somebody's grandfather, bro. Has Koi had the kid yet? This about to be somebody's grandfather, dude. This crazy. My bro has... One thing he refuses to let go is youth and them braids, bro. Oh my God. Anyway, so... Already we hear, it's just, it doesn't even feel or sound natural. But this is just a representation of people and the culture having a hard time with age. But like I said, I'm going to let this run more and I'm going to talk about more of the reason why I think this happens. But like you see him talking about, like even the like the terms he's using, and my why and on some weird shit. The flow he's using. This isn't even like a modern YN flow. This is like a oh my grip. It's so cringy, bro. It's so cringy when people who've had I would expect so much more experiences. This dude about to be 60. I would expect who've lived more life. This nigga's at the Source magazine. I would expect would have more to talk about than what 14 and 15-year-old rappers are talking about. It's just like, this is so... And I guess as a father, when I see this shit, I just be like, bro, don't ever let me get into a position where I'm almost 60 years old talking about like trying to be young. And like when I see this shit too, it also, but I don't fully blame Benzino. Some people are gonna be like, oh yeah, you just hear me cook Benzino the whole video. I don't fully blame Benzino. All of this is OD corny though. This is OD cringe. Like, no matter what, it's cringe. Because it's cringe because you should be more involved in this. It's cringe because you're way too old. You feel like the old dude at the party. It's cringe because either you're not really on some I'm with 60 niggas on some and you lying, or you and that's corny, or you are and you're 60 years old still doing this, and it's corny. So either way, it's just like, golly, man. You're supposed to be giving light. And I think with the Clips dropping the albums and cooking their way, with Kendrick being like the most prominent rapper right now, and he's deep in his 30s. And I think the age conversation is coming back around to be talked about. So, but let's keep this going, man.
Drop 100 band on my wrist shit. 100 drunk, stendo in the stick. Roll the clip shit. Flip shit. Wave it like a fan, about to lift shit.
And it sounds like his voice cracked. Living like a fan. I told you it's going to be educational and comical.
Roll the clip shit. Flip shit. Wave it like a fan, about to lift.
Wave it like a fan.
In the stick. Roll the clip shit. Flip shit. Wave it like a fan, about to lift shit. Misfit. All my wire ends be on some kill shit. Trail shit. Like I'm in the rack on some pill shit.
Trail shit like I'm in the rack on some pill shit. I also think he thinks this is what people want to hear. Benzino I've never been a fan of his music. Benzino, I don't know too many people who've ever, and this is not even me trying to roast him. I don't think I've really heard anybody ever say that they're a Benzino fan. I swear to God. And I was alive during The Source. I was alive during him and Eminem's beef. I did all that, the beginning of it. So I might have been too young to fully understand what was going on, but like I was around, you know what I mean? This is like, to me, when I see somebody losing their hair and they refuse to let it go, where a lot of people might make fun of the person for doing a nasty comb over, ODing on Beijing, having a nasty man unit, one of them Steve Harvey microphone tops, that, you know, at the top of a microphone, put that up. But a lot of people make fun of them for that, but I get more sad, because to me, it's just another extension of people afraid of their own, like facing their own mortality and being afraid of. I'm going to get deep with it, but I believe that all of this stuff is just a reflection of being afraid to die. Yeah, you bet you wasn't expecting that. It is. It's a holding on to something that makes you feel like you're closer to your birth than you're closer to your end date. You know what I mean? And I know this is tragic, but that's why I look at it like that, where I go, like, I don't even fully blame you, bro. Like, that is a fear, bro. And the closer and closer you get to your mortality, you know, you 60, who knows what type of choices you've made health-wise, who knows what you've injected in your body, what substances. You 60, gang. And I hope you live to 160. But like, that's why I feel bad for niggas like this. Because anytime you gotta face stuff like this, your mortality will whoop your ass.
On some pill shit, demon time, geeked up in this bitch, they don't feel shit.
Nigga, geeked up, you don't feel shit because you don't got a neck, nigga. That's why your nerve.
With the streets, holy matrimony. A lot of
he goes spit now.
Bitch, they don't feel shit. I'm married to streets, holy matrimony. A lot of these niggas ain't having money. I'm rocking these carrots just like a bunny. I might cop a brick if the shit's 100. 12 hit the door and you know I'm running. If I get caught, I ain't.
You might cop a brick and it's 100. Here's the crazy part too. Let's even get on some real stupid ignorance, and let's say like I'm here to hear this like type of shit from a nigga about to be 60. You know what I mean? Who's Let's pretend like I'm here for that. All right, so you 60, you 57, whatever, you almost 60, and nigga, you supposed to be the connect now, right? All of this is corny either way, bro. But I'm just saying, let me go to my corny bag. You shouldn't be going and buying the bricks no more. You shouldn't even be seeing the bricks no more. Matter of fact, nobody should even know you're a part of the situation now. It ain't fly to be the 60-year-old who's you supposed to be the Pablo. Meanwhile, you still the runner going up getting 100, dropping 100 on a key. Nigga, what? Look at dumb as hell. How these niggas in the background do that? You supposed to be on your boss mafioso, but that would also be corny, by the way. Just letting you know. You supposed to be on some. Let me not even tell you what you're supposed to be on. What I would like to hear, I guess, is not.
If I get caught, I ain't saying nothing. Right on the Z, and you know I'm.
And a lot of people might also be like, there's ways to do this. It's not that I'm saying I don't want to hear gangster raps. I don't want to hear, because the Clips, I want to hear them rapping about, you know what I mean? I'll pick 100 more albums up of them. But the way they do it, like I always said, is they use that as a canvas to make more big statements, more art pieces. It sounds like expensive trap rap. They make art pieces and they just paint in perico. This is just low vibration lizard brain shit, where it's just like,
Seeing, you know I'm coming. Put it on God, you won't see it coming. Hey, hey, I was in the hood.
I definitely see it coming. How nigga, I'm gonna hear your bones popping with that arthritis. Bones popping gonna be louder than you cocking the blower, nigga. Pop, 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 pop.
Acting crazy, dirty dancing in your bitch, Patrick Swayze. I got a lot of money in the 80s, cause I'm the motherfucking source, bitch, pay me. Rich shit.
Yeah, nigga, you was like low key, nigga, probably like 30 in the 80s.
Fucking with my blood, about to rip shit, crip shit. I'm with 60
Probably got a lot
niggas,
of money in the 70s too. Probably in the 60s. Might have got some bread in the 50s, nigga. Nigga was an old-timey trapper. Give me the keys.
my nip shit, honey bun, drop 100 band on my wrist shit, 100 trunk, stendo in the stick, roll the clip shit, flip shit, wave it like a fan, bout to lift shit, misfit, all my wire ends be on some kill shit, drill shit,
bro.
like I'm in the rack on some pill
Right.
shit, demon time, geeked up in this bitch, they don't feel shit.
Every time I see him, his chin is closer to his chest. Like that that is crazy, bro. That boy would have to put a tie on his chin right now. Put on a 3-piece business suit and put the tie right here. But let's okay, off some not just roasted, let's talk about this. Why I don't fully blame Benzino. Now, I blame Benzino 90%. He should know better. This is corny. He should feel like this is corny. He should have more to talk about. Even if he's gonna be on some gangster raps, some hardcore raps, if he's been doing it for this long, he should have a better way of doing it. Like this is just like this ain't even like heat on some. If I want to hear this, I'm gonna just go listen to some nigga who really, you know what I mean, like doing this shit and rap about it. Like you're not even like clever with yours. But here's why I don't blame Benzino. This is the culture's fault. It's not fully Benzino's fault. Let's give him 90%. About 10%, I would actually give more, is the culture's fault. Because for the longest time, we tried to act like we only wanted to hear from young people. For the longest time, we tried to devalue people as they got older. For the longest time, we acted like there was only value in youth, like that wasn't a flating thing to be a part of, like to put value in. So it isn't Benzino's complete fault for somebody who grew up in hip-hop. This nigga was probably around when hip-hop was invented, nigga. And I'm not even trying to roast this nigga. He said he was getting money in the 80s. We talking about what, 84, nigga? So for this, he's been watching for generations and generations, people being like, get out here, old head, da-da-da, unk, we don't want to hear that, oh, you old, da-da-da. So he's been indoctrinated with that same stupid shit. I don't know where it came from, where we projected this. So he thinks there isn't a value in age. He thinks when it comes to rap or comes to music, there's a ceiling and you got to talk about and you got to vibrate low because that's the only way people listen to. Deep down in his head, maybe he don't want to do this. Maybe he do want to make a song about being a grandfather and how cool that is. And maybe he do want to do a song about his tumultuous relationship with Koi or the good times with Koi, the bad times. Maybe he want to do all that and that's stuff that we want to hear. And Benzino might not realize if he pays attention to the field, people are more willing and want to hear like evolution. Now you don't have to sit here and have AARP raps. You could have it on hard beats. You could even talk about that. But from this angle, even if this was a movie, right? Say this Benzino, say your career was a movie, right? At a certain point, I want you to go from the worker to the boss. But these is worker raps. If you watch The Godfather and Michael what never evolved to The Godfather, and The Godfather was 60 years long, you'd be like, damn, man, I watched this movie 40 years ago. So I don't fully blame him. I do think that people need to pay attention and the guard shifting and realize what's going on. And I think that this is just a reflection of the toxic ageism in hip hop. And I'm glad that that's seeming to not be a thing as much as hip hop gets older. But anytime I see one of these people, older heads doing this, I always go, I feel more bad for him than anything, because I go, it's a mixture of two things, of multiple things, but two of them being, he's realizing he's getting older, and so he's trying to attach to youth because he's afraid of aging, which most human beings are. That's not a flaw in him. Two, that's a flaw in all of us. Two, he's been indoctrinated with the stupid idea that you get less value the older you are, so you got to keep pretending that you're young. So, like I said, we could rap. I mean, we could laugh at the fact that this nigga look like he built like a bulldog, like a pit bull puppy. Yeah, we could laugh at that. You know what I mean? We could laugh at the fact that this nigga face look like one of them Aztec masks. We could do that. We could do that. We could, but at the end of the day, this isn't even fully his fault. It's mainly his fault, but not fully.